What is up, everybody? Back at it today with another video. In today's topic, I wanted to cover the Dodge Challenger Demon. Now, if you recall, a few weeks ago, I made a video regarding the Dodge Challenger Demon and what we can expect because it was just announced about a month and a half ago. Well, it's been 6 weeks, and every Thursday, Dodge released a video as a teaser trailer for the new Dodge Challenger. So I wanted to do a quick update on what we already know about the Dodge Challenger Demon. Now, if you don't know, the Dodge Challenger Demon is the new flagship vehicle for Dodge. It sits above the Hellcat because it's going to have more horsepower, and it's going to be made strictly for the drag strip. I mean, you can drive it home afterwards, but it's made strictly to do really fast front straight races. Unlike the Hellcat, that's kind of the car for everybody, the Demon is going to be strictly for drag strips. It's supposed to be released April 14th, which is coincidence because that's the same day the Fate of the Furious premieres, which is where the car is supposedly going to debut. So here's what we know about the Dodge Challenger Demon so far. It is going to be wide in all aspects. What I mean by this is it's going to have a wide body. That means 3 inches of fender flares on each of the 4 wheels, making the car up to 6 inches wider. And this is done for the fact that the car is going to have wide drag radial tires. Reportedly, this is the first time a car manufacturer has put drag radials as a stock tire available for a car out of the showroom. This is huge for Dodge, and this is just another example that Dodge is making this car very well engineered. It's putting a lot of resources in this vehicle. Who knows how many it's going to sell, but it's spending a lot of money engineering this car. Aside from very wide Nitto drag radials, the car is going to have a wide body, and in addition to wide body and wide radials, it's going to have a wide air scoop. Now, they're using the term air grabber, which was used back in the 70s to describe the old Dodge Challenger, but it's going to be a very wide air intake, much wider than that seen on the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. This is going to help further air cool the engine. In addition to having the air grabber, it's going to have something similar to other Dodge Challengers, specifically the Hellcat, and that is the headlight intake system. Except, instead of having one intake system, it's going to have both headlight holes have intake go straight into the engine. So aside from being wide, what else can we expect from the Dodge Challenger Demon? Well, it's supposedly going to be about 232 pounds lighter than the current outgoing Dodge Challenger Hellcat. This weight reduction is primarily accomplished by removing the passenger seat and the rear seats. So this isn't a family hauler. In addition to removing the seats, it's also going to remove some of the sound deadening material inside the car, which means this car is probably going to be pretty loud. So we know it's going to be wider. We know it's going to be lighter. What else do we know? So supposedly, based on one of the trailers, this car is going to have a customizable toolkit. What that means is when you go to a drag strip, you need to change out the tires, the front ones for skinnies and the back ones for wider ones. So this car is going to come with a toolbox that you can do all that. And the wide ones on the front are going to be able to use for the back ones once you pop one in the back from drag racing. So this customizable toolbox allows you to customize the car however you like. So when you purchase the vehicle, you can select what kind of options you have. Just like you can buy the seats back, which is ridiculous when you think about it, you can buy customizable kits for this car for taking it to the drag strip. Another unique feature that this Demon will have is a tuned suspension system that will allow the car to equally distribute the weight when you're launching off the line. This is primarily accomplished by having a high compression spring system in the back and a softer spring system in the front. I'm not going to get into the engineering of it, but it's pretty complex. And it's the first of its kind on a production vehicle, just like the drag radials. So that's pretty much what we know about the Dodge Challenger Demon. So what don't we know about the Dodge Challenger Demon? Well, first off, we're still not sure exactly how much power it's going to produce. Some suspect that it's going to be around 800 to 850 horsepower and around 700 something pound-feet of torque. These are probably more realistic numbers. At first, when the car came out, people were expecting 1,000 horsepower, which is just ridiculous from this car, but not unexpected for Dodge. But I believe that 800 horsepower to 850 is about what we can expect the Dodge Challenger Demon. That places it above all its competitors and makes it still a very reasonable car with a very reasonable price. Speaking of price, that's something we don't know yet either. It's suspected to land around the $80,000 range, which sounds pretty reasonable. This would place it around $15,000 more expensive than the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. I don't believe they're going to sell for more than $100,000, and I don't believe they're going to sell it for less than $70,000. So $80,000 sounds pretty reasonable. So in addition to the price and the power, we also don't know whether, the biggest question, if it's going to be all-wheel drive. Now, my suspicion is that it will not be offered in an all-wheel drive powertrain. The reasoning behind that is almost no drag cars are offered in all-wheel drive. It just doesn't make sense. It adds more weight to the vehicle. It's oftentimes unnecessary. And with the fact that Dodge is offering skinny tires options on the front, make me very suspicious that they're even going to offer an all-wheel drive option. With enhanced weight reduction, heavy-duty half shafts in the back, and wider tires, you can send as much power as you want back there without slipping. So the initial suspicions that they're going to do all-wheel drive to put power to the ground are wrong, in my opinion. I think that we can expect expect rear-wheel drive just because it's going to be lighter, it's going to be more efficient, and it's going to put more power to the ground overall as a result of the wider tires and the suspension setup. Now, the last question that I was wondering myself is whether Dodge will integrate this system into the Dodge Charger. And my initial thought was that they've put so much engineering into it, why wouldn't they? But upon further inspection, I suspect that they will not use this system in the Dodge Charger. The reasoning behind that is this is strictly a drag strip car. They're even removing seats so that you just have a driver-oriented position. Now, the Dodge Charger has 5 seats that are gigantic, so removing all of those would be kind of pointless. Why would you even offer it? The Dodge Charger weighs more. The Dodge Charger is more of a family hauler. There's really no point to make it strictly a drag car because that's what the Challenger is for. And you have a Hellcat that can give you almost the same power but can still cruise around your family. So I think this is going to be strictly a Challenger vehicle. What do you guys think about this? Do you think it's going to be all-wheel drive? Do you think it's going to be offered on the Charger? Do you believe it's going to be around 850 horsepower? Do you think it's going to be offered around $80,000? Let me know what your opinion is on the topic. Please comment below, like, share, subscribe if you like the content. We will find out all the info on April 14th. If you want more information about the teaser trailers, go to ifyouknowyouKnow.com and they have them all there. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content.